The next match is Allan and Paulie versus Sam and Andre. Okay, Sam Clutch and Dre versus Allan and Paulie. Is this a tournament match? What? How many divisions are there? What division is this? Is this a different opens? Like what? Like how many games are there? How many different divisions are there? Nasty right to left corner from Sam Clutch. Sheesh lo bish. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Y'all, by the way, y'all, Dre makes gloves. And they're really good, actually. They're really good quality gloves. So, oh, we got a little stumble from Paulie. No call was made, though. No call was made. Interesting. I think he had a block there for sure. He had a block there. He had to give him space, though. He was supposed to move out of his way a little faster, right? When you lob somebody, I give him room to move back. Back it up. Oh, good hands from Allan. Nice lob return right under his partner's legs. Paulie hits it. And Dre gets jammed. We're at 1-all. New game. And this is anybody's game. This really is anybody's game. Let's fast forward a little bit. Sam serves up the middle. You gotta wonder how much fatigue is playing a factor in these players. Dre is the only one fresh here, I believe. We've seen the other players play some hard games so far. So they're either really warm or they're getting tired. You know, one or the other. Good hands from Paulie. Very smart drive from Dre. Good hands all around. Just showing competency with both hands at Sam Clutch. And the right hand to right corner. Finally gets past Paulie. We're at 6-9 right now. Let's fast forward a little bit. Dre's going to take a TO. We got something here. What is this? This is what we want to see. What's going on? We want to break down some of these controversial calls. Powerful left hand from Dre. Left to left gets returned by Sam. It's the lefty shooter, Paulie. So Allan is pointing out that Dre called out. Now, you're not allowed to call out and the ball not land out. So if you say out and the ball stays in, then you're at fault for that. That's how they're playing in this rule set. In other rule sets, it doesn't matter what you say. You can say anything as long as you do it on your own shot. But here, they consider calling out as too it's too much of an official call. You can accidentally cause players to stop playing, you know, because they think it's a ref's call. And so for that reason, you cannot call out, from my understanding, right? So let's see if we can hear it here. See if we can hear it. I didn't hear anything. But it did look like the ball could have been going out. It's possible somebody set out on this shot right here. Not this one, but let's see. This one from Allan, it seems like this shot might have been going out. If anybody called it, it would have been here. But it seemed like they were both going for it, though. So which one of them would have called it? You know, which one of them would have called it? Allan said that Dre called it, which is interesting because Dre looked like he was going for it the whole time. You know? It seemed like he jumped for it right away. So I can't believe that Dre would have said out here. Maybe Sam said out, maybe. But then it's like, you're calling out the wrong person. Sam kind of looks suspicious. I don't want to, I don't like saying people look a certain way. But But I don't know. Paulie's just kind of sitting there smiling. He's not getting super defensive. He's just like, really, bro? Really? So yeah, if nobody heard it, you can't do anything. So that's one of the tough things about that call, is that you need somebody close enough to hear it. Maybe Jose right here with the camera heard it. He's not an official ref or anything. No one's gonna ask him if he heard it. There's no like auditory refs who are sitting there listening. You got one line ref back here. You got one line ref back here. Everyone's in the back. So if you're up here and you whisper something, no one's hearing you. No one's hearing you. Paulie said, look, you said it, but it's all right, bro. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, so it's loud. Somebody's playing a radio. Nobody's hearing that call. But all right, they tried it. They got a little timeout. Best case scenario, they got a little bit of a break. I'm not saying, I'm not saying anyone's lying or who's right, who's wrong. It's just one of those things where player integrity it's expected, but it's not like a lot of players are not gonna fess up to that, especially that being kind of a newer type of rule. Why would you admit that you know what I'm saying? Say they did say out. Why would you admit that? Oh yeah, my bad. I called it out. Meanwhile, in every single park, nobody plays with that rule set. Everybody just plays everything out. Now, if you talk on your opponent's shot, that's a whole different story. Now you're impeding. Now you're impeding my shot. So, that's a different story. But it's a pretty harmless call. Nobody thought. Nobody stopped playing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody stopped playing.
10-6.
We're at 10-6. This game it's not neck and neck, but it's not a blowout. And it can go either way. I think Dre is the X factor here. Good call there. Hold it. I think Dre is the X factor, depending on how sturdy he is this game. Team Philly can take this. We're at 14. We're at 7-14. First man, I believe. Let's see what Philly does on offense. Dre's left has gotten so much better, by the way. Oh my gosh. Nasty left to right there. His left has gotten way better than when I first saw him a few years ago. Very impressive. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. And it's so nice to see players progress. Beautiful spot from Sam. Good hustle from Paulie. He sends that one out. Paulie's not happy with that one. Paulie is his toughest critic, by the way. He's definitely one of his toughest critics. You're gonna know when he's upset for sure. He's not gonna hide it. Good kill shot right there. Dre kind of shimmies in with a backhand. He tells Sam, "Yeah, I should have hit it higher." And Sam said, "Yo, you can't tap it like that." And he's right. He's right. Against the lefty shooter, Paulie loves soft shots. He loves soft shots. And he's not afraid to shoot. Ooh. That's going to be a point for the simple fact that Dre hit the ball to the right side of his body and then proceeded to move to the right. So, well, it actually cut off the wall. So, I don't agree with this call from the ref, because the ball did, at first glance, it looks like he shot it to the right side of his body, but it actually had like a cross court kind of trajectory. And yeah, that ball was closer to going on the left side of him. It just so happened he had to move to the right and his opponent was on the right. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's tough, man. That's tough. I like Larry's reffing. That one I personally disagree on. Let me know what you guys think, though, about that one. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that one. it looked like he hit it to the right, but then it looked like it cut a little bit. You know, it definitely had a little slice action on it. Sam showing visible signs of fatigue and frustration. Oh, long ball. Ay, ay, ay. Allan with the lefty kill shot just for practice. Sheesh. 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 Allan and Paulie targeting the B player on the court, Dre. Which is smart. Which is very smart. Good try from Sam. He's fast, but that was a good lob. That was just a good lob. And Sam exhausted at this point. This won't be a bad time for a timeout. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. Even the best athletes have to take timeouts. You know, I don't care how fit you are, how in shape you are. Tavo takes timeouts. Taiwan takes timeouts. Timbo takes timeouts. They all take timeouts, y'all. You know, I don't care how much of an athlete that you are. Timeouts are strategic. Good shot from Allan. Way to tee off on that ball. Allan just kind of just doing what he wants with the ball. He's playing I think he's the most consistent on the court right now, Allan. Definitely the most consistent on the court right now. See if Team Philly can close the gap a little bit. It's 18-9, double right now. And the lob goes a little bit over, it looks like. Just over. We're at first man, 9-18. What can they do with it on offense? Good get. Beautiful get from Sam, another one. Allan just effortlessly dropping that ball to the bottom of the court. A little too nonchalant on that one, though. A little too nonchalant on that one. Team Philly is going to break 10. They're not going to get under 10 here. That's big in the handball space. Whether you get, you know, under 10, that's a big thing. They broke 10. They broke 10, so that's good. That's good for them. Trey gets jammed with his left hand. Sam's going to have to work here. Sam's going to have to come in clutch. He's going to have to clutch this. It's a lot of points. A lot of points to cover. 7 points right now. Block ball. Sam's going to have to clutch here. Another block. They're just abusing each other with the ball. Beautiful return. He has to, Dre has to be there. Dre has to be there. He needs to get up a little bit faster. He doesn't need to be looking he doesn't need to be looking at the middle right now, you know, Dre. You know, especially with a guy like Sam on your, you know, on your power side, you need to be looking at that right corner, right? His left foot should not move any more to the left. No, see, he's going right into the trying to go right into the middle. He should be going a little bit to the right. Should be going a little bit to the right. And feet should be planted already. His left foot should be like here, so that he could just pivot. But he does get there. He does get there. Just he didn't commit though. He didn't commit. You know, even with his feet not being in an ideal spot, he still almost got it. It looks like Allan and Paulie are gonna take this. I think Allan and Paulie are gonna take this. Nasty shot from Sam. We get a screen from Dre. Talk to me. The left hand misses. Sam looked like he wanted that. Good kill shot. Ooh, we get a lefty kill from Dre. Guys, when I tell you Dre's left hand has gotten way better, it's to the point where, like, shots where he would have shimmied over, he's not shimmying over anymore. You know, he's just, if his left is there, he's taking the ball with his left. Like here. Battling the lefty shooter, fires back with a shot of his own with his left. Okay. Okay. All right, let's fast forward a little bit more. Ooh, big dive right here. Hold on now. Hold on now. We're at 23-14. We are in the fourth quarter of this match. The front team has to close out at some point. They got to close out at some point. They can't keep giving Philly chances to work, because they will put in the work. They will put in the work. And look, you know, you could say one player is better, you know, one team is better on paper, but every dog has their day. Every dog has their day. Good dive from Allan. He leaves that ball for his partner. Good chemistry, good teamwork. And I expected Paulie to call blocks. He didn't there. Another duck out the way from Allan. Oh my gosh, he's just putting full trust in his partner. He's just putting full trust in his partner. And that was good ball movement. Good job on Team Philly's part. Just keeping that ball. Just beating their opponent while they're down. That's the play. That is the play. Hit it to the player on the floor. Right, 16-23. Philly looking to make a little comeback here. Great ball movement. They scored 2. 17-23. See if they could keep it up. Ay, ay, ay. Beautiful shot from Allan. You can't put it in his right hand like that. Can't give it to his right hand like that. Paulie awkward right now. Off balance. And a block ball. One thing about Paulie is he's going to draw that block ball. Back up to serve are the two veterans. The two New Yorkers. Team Philly. Trying to play defense a little too much on that drive, that left-hand drive. We're at point game 17. This is the last match of the day. Paulie's going to try to play Dre here. Allan goes left corner. Sam's there. Sam's been covering left corner really well, by the way. Like, really, really well. Oh, this is tricky. This is... Hold it. Yeah, hold it. Do we not... Oh, no call. No call. I think Sam expected Dre to be there. You know, he expected... And that's a fair expectation, right? Sam is awkward. We know Sam's not moving, right? Dre could wrap around at that point, right? Sam committed a little too much, right? This was any of their shots. But once Sam committed and kind of got awkward, Dre's in the back. He has full... You know, he's fully in his right to move around at this point, all right? Especially if he's backing up. Good lob from Paulie. That was the smart shot. You know, worst case scenario, Sam could have drew a block. Allan kind of took his time getting out the way, but no call was made. No call was made, and that's game. That's game. That's the final game of the day. I'm not sure what division this was. If it was an open division, Sam a little frustrated with Dre, but they balled. They did their thing. 17-25 against a seasoned A-player team is not bad at all. I think Sam knows Dre did good. He knows deep down Dre did good, and he also knows that Dre could do better. You know, so that's the place he's coming from right now. That was day 2, guys.